About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And starting this one, Chris Sale. What do you look for here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a foul ball. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike two.
That's a ball. Outside.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Next to hit, Mickey Gasper.
Ball.
Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. Gets him to chase after that one. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Azokar takes it in for the out. And there's two down.
Batting third, right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Abreu, in his third season, hitting third in the lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. Kim with the throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back at Truist Park, and getting the start for the Red Sox, Ranger Suarez. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Drake Baldwin leading things off and takes a strike. That one inside, ball one. This to third, and that's just foul. One, two now. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there And that is foul.
Ball outside.
Here's the 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Makes the sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Zingy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Yeah, and what I love is it's an organizational philosophy, Boog. From instructional league to spring training, they practice this approach consistently, even in BP. When players are called up, they fit in right away, and that leads to success.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
Here's Matt Olson down. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Checks over to first. Back safely. Albies leads off first with one away. Strike two.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Ball. Ball.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Ozzie flying around third. The relay, and he's out on the tag.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the dick. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
Here is Austin Riley.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Runner at second, 2 down. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Missed with a changeup. 3-1 now.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Man on second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Nope. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two on, 2 outs. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. Here's the 0-2. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras. And that drops in for a strike. Inside, just missed.
That's in. Ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Masataka Yoshida.
So digging in, Masataka Yoshida.
Ball.
No score here in the second.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Cedar Rafaela in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next pitch, not close, up high. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Harris moving under this one. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. That one fouled off. That misses the zone,
that's a ball.
and it's 1-1. That's to third. Fires across the diamond and quickly one away in the second.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
Now it's the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting eighth.
You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Here's Sandy Leon. Hit on the ground to the right side. One at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full, no score. All set for the start of the inning. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Foul ball there. The 0-2. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Andrew Monasterio up next for the Red Sox. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Third baseman, Caleb Durbin.
So up next, Caleb Durbin.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Top of the 3rd, no score. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Just
that
missed.
That's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Line to left. And that is that. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Jose Azocar.
Jose Azocar.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground right
ball's
side.
foul.
And it goes just foul. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. A solo shot, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now it's the DH, Drake Baldwin. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third.
With the
That's
big
a ball.
bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
That missed. That's a ball.
And the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
The 2-1. That one ripped right center field. And that's going to roll to the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the Braves.
He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. And the batter now, Matt Olson. Doubled in his first AB. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one's in there. That is strike 2.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 1 away.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman, Austin.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Walked his first time. This is a guy that they are counting on to deliver, and early on this season, it's been a struggle. Bottom line, his resume says He's a good hitter, just has not gotten off to a very good start. And you got to figure, regress to the mean, water finds its level, all those sayings, that he will end up having a good year. Man at second. In the dirt, but kept close. The throw to third. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Here's a 1-1. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Still only one out here in the inning.
No, that missed. That's
Really
the ball.
close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2-2 down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. On the ground. Durbin. To first. Got him.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Mauricio
Stepping in, Mauricio Dubon.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And a foul ball. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Ripped on a line to center. And the inning is over. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. Back at Truist Park. Here now the Red Sox DH, Jarren Duran. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher, Mickey Gasper.
Mickey Gasper getting ready to hit. Fly to right his first time. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. That's a slider for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
The Red Sox down by a pair. Top half of inning number 4. Out towards right center field. Azokar on the move. 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder.
And now the right
Abreu.
fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Grounded out his first time. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Ground ball left side. Riley fires to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. Back after this on the show. Back in Atlanta,
Leading off for
Truist
the
Park.
Braves,
Now in
center
for the
fielder,
Braves, Michael Harris II.
II.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone. That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count. Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's inside.
No, that
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Kim in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 down.
No, that's out. Ball.
Swing and a miss. Three-two
That's the
now.
ball.
Hit softly on the ground to third,
That's a
but
foul.
it kicks foul. Payoff pitch. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Sandy Leon next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1.
Hey,
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Inning over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
You know, these
No,
Red
that's
Sox
out.
just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
ball.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
On the ground, right side. Olsen steps on the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder Masataka Yoshida.
At the plate, Masataka Yoshida. His first at bat was a strikeout. The Bo Sox hitless so far in the game. And a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Ceddanne Rafaela, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time.
That's the ball. Hee-haw!
Ground ball to the
Foul
right
ball.
side. And foul ball.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. So 5 perfect innings in the books. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the inning. Now in for the Braves, Jose Azocar.
Jose Azocar.
These
That's
Braves,
right.
simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Stays alive. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
So back to the top of the order, Drake Baldwin. Next up for the Braves. Activity in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Justin Slate, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Number 78 getting loose as well. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. A switch hitter batting right.
Let's go, Ozzie.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. That catches the zone for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Low ball.
Foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. And the Braves go down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Digging in,
Leading
Marcelo
off for
Meyer.
Boston, second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Ball. Ball.
Two and one now. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In the air, left field. Dubon under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andrew Monasterio struck out swinging his first time.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Well, he
Nope,
looks more
that's low,
focused
that's
at the
a ball.
plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout. And this
Yeah.
guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Pitch is
Yeah.
in there. And now 2-2. Fastball
Ball.
is outside. Good job to fight that one off. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Durbin
Yeah.
in the box now. No balls and a strike.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate.
That's in.
Always
Ball.
want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Up the middle. What a stop. Throws from his knees. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, Jaron Duran.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jaron Duran.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Step off throw to first.
Hey!
Durbin back in on a dive.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Outside
No,
low.
ball.
Ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
Here's the catcher to hit, Mickey Gasper. And this one squirts away from the catcher. But no advance from the runners. Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Two on, two outs. Swing and a high fly ball to left. He's got it, and that's the third out. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Boston,
now for the bottom of the
number
6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Slayton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's Matt Olson.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Oh, great stop. Fires to first. In the dirt. Great pick. Got him. What a play.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
So here's Riley now. Here's 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Garrett Whitlock, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Kelly warming up as well. 0-2 now.
That's a ball.
Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Dubon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yoshida should have this one. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here in Atlanta, Joe stepping in for Boston. Wilyer Abreu.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Aaron Bummer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Lopez getting cranked up as well.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Here's a 3-0. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. And next for the Red Sox, Masataka Yoshida, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. Not close with that one. 3 balls, no strikes. Cedar Rafaela waiting to bat for the Red Sox. That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
And now, Cedar Rafaela. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. With a lay off that pitch down.
Two on, 1 out. And there's a ball. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. On the ground to third. Nice stop. The feed for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Here's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two on, 2 outs. Now a pop-up on the infield. Olsen. And that's the 3rd out. 7 no-hit innings in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Whitlock.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. This one in the air, center field. Monasterio moving under it. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim, 1 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1.
Ball out.
In for a strike. Good slider.
That's a ball.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. And he walked him.
Ball four.
Well,
Take your
breaking
base.
ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most
Catcher.
confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Man at first, Sandy Leon. Next up for the Braves. And that one wrapped foul. Oh, 1 now. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, 1 away.
Ball.
Off the mark
Ball.
there. And the count's even at 2.
That's a ball.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
1 out, the runner at second. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And foul ball. Payoff pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Now it's the right fielder, Jose Azocar. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And he takes a strike. Man on second, 2 down.
Nope. Ball.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. Braves strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Now pitching. for the
Welcome back,
Braves,
and a new arm on the mound to
number
start the 8th.
49.
Aaron Bummer. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Back at Truist Park, and this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Right through there for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Now the 0-1.
No, that's down. Ball.
Bomber deals. That one finds the zone. And a count now even up.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That misses the zone. Full count now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. A sliding stop. And that keeps the no-hitter alive. Wow. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. And that's
ball
off
inside.
The inside edge. And that is ball 1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground.
Foul
and
ball.
That's just foul.
Foul.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Splits the plate. It's 0-1. Step off, throw to first.
Hey!
And he's back in easily. There's a strike. Duran wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. Still one challenge left for them. The Red Sox with the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Way outside, straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Mickey Gasper.
So stepping in for Boston, Mickey Gasper, 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts.
Ball.
And fouled off. Durbin on its second with 2 down.
No, that's inside.
The 2-1. Out to short, Kim. And that will end the inning. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Braves 2 and the Red Sox nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Boston,
now, new pitcher on the
number
mound as we
78,
roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Diego.
Number 78.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Leading off, Drake Baldwin. He's already homered in this game.
Drake Baldwin.
First offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Up the middle. That's a hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. The 1-0.
It looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. And a big swing and a miss.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Sliced hard but foul. The Braves trying to break this one open here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
For the Braves, third baseman, Austin.
Here's Austin Riley.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
In the air, right field, Abreu coming on. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, left fielder, Mauricio.
Now at the plate, Mauricio Dubon. 0 for 3 in this one. That's through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Through 8 full, Atlanta leads it 2-0. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox.
pitching for
We're
the
back,
Braves,
and on the mound is the
number
closer,
26,
Raisel Iglesias.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Right through there for a strike.
I can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swings, and that's a base hit. And he breaks up the no-hitter in the ninth. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So they finally get their first hit in this one, and that puts an end to the combined no-hitter bid.
Yeah, and that combined no-no doesn't have the same prestige as a solo one, but you have to give credit to these pitchers for coming in, putting on a great performance so far, but now all attention goes towards getting a W in this ball game.
Here's Contreras now. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Tying run at the plate.
Ball.
In the air out to center. Reaching for it and brings it in.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
One out man at first. Now the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Just off the inside edge. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Swings through that one for strike two. The Braves trying to close out a two-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Only one out left for the Red Sox. So stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela.
Outside. That's the ball.
Out to short. Jump throw across his body. Not in time. He's safe.
One out away from this game being over, but an infield single keeps them alive. They're still breathing, and maybe this provides that last-minute spark.
First and second, 2 outs. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Abreu over at second. Rafaela on at first with 2 down. Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's a fair ball. 1 runs in. Relay throw. The tag safe. We are tied at 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Raisel Iglesias out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for the
Ronaldo
Braves,
Lopez
number
into the
40,
game.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Go-ahead run on base. Andrew Monasterio will hit next. Swings through that high fastball. Two down. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him swinging for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. So the no-hitter lasts until the top of the ninth, and this game isn't done yet. We are tied 2-2. Bottom nine, and they've got a chance at a walk-off in this tie game. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Greg Weiser getting ready to go. McLaughlin also getting ready. And the lefty with the 0-1. That one way inside.
That's the ball.
Ha-Sung Kim on deck for Atlanta. That one misses.
Low.
So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And next for Atlanta, Ha-Sung Kim. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swinging a foul out of play. To the right side. And that chance handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. Awesome play there.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there into shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
So now with one away and a man at second, Sandy Leon now at the plate.
Yeah.
Fastball gets the corner at the knees. The 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Way inside, and that hit him.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Jose Azocar next up for the Braves. He's already homered here in this one. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Two on, 1 out. And now the count is even. There's a strike. 1-2. Next offering misses down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The Braves with the winning run standing at second here in the last half of inning number 9. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. That's down and in. Drake Baldwin next to bat for the Braves. And a payoff pitch. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The Bo Sox trying to keep this a 2-2 game. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, right side. And he can't come up with it. And everyone's safe. They're loaded.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
And next is the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. Golden opportunity right here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's in there. That's strike one. Baldwin thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. To the right side. Dive, and he's got it. From his knees, the throw. In comes the winning run, and the Braves walk it off and win it 3-2.
So you come into the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
The final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.